Hey guys, this is OJ here, coming to you today with another tutorial on Kucoin Exchange. Well, I've already done a few, but they did change their website a little bit. They have a different interface than what we had in my previous tutorials. This is why I'm doing this tutorial today. And again, I'm gonna walk you through all of the basics, the first steps on how to get started with Kucoin Exchange so that you can trade cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin itself, and you can set up your own prices rather than buying it at market value. With some other exchanges like Coinbase, for instance, or different applications that you may have on your phone, you can buy Bitcoin directly at market value. But if you want to have a better price, if you want to be able to set up your price, maybe buy it at a much lower price and wait for the market to go down to your price, you can do that with Kucoin Exchange. Also, Kucoin Exchange has a lot of altcoins, a lot of low volume and small cap market cap altcoins that are quite rare, and these are usually the ones that give you a much bigger profit. This is why people are actually using Kucoin Exchange. This is what it's most popular for. It also has some other incentive, like a lot of different contests and giveaways and airdrops and things like that. This is why Kucoin Exchange is definitely one of the exchanges that I'm using actively on a daily basis. And this is a tutorial on how to place orders, how to place a limit order. Also, I'm going to show you how to place a stop order. And we're talking about spot trading. We're not going to be covering margin trading in this tutorial. Margin trading is for experienced traders, and it's also quite risky. This is why I don't really recommend it to people who are not very experienced or new to cryptocurrencies. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to get into your account and what are the first steps. Of course, the first step is to get signed up, and you can grab the link below in the description box and you can sign up for the exchange and set up your account. So once you have done that, you will be ready to start trading, and this is what I'm covering in this tutorial. Okay, so after you sign up and you want to start using it, you will have to first log in. Of course, the process is simple, so I'm not really going to be walking you through that. But ideally, you would have set up a two-step authentication, which will make it more secure. And now if you're going to be using your home computer, in my case, I'm using my home computer. So I'm going to tick this box, which means that, for the next 30 days when I'm logging in, I will not have to be using this code. However, if you are using a public computer, if you are in a hotel or something, or anywhere that is not your home computer, then don't really check this box. Okay, so I'm in. So now this is my interface, this is my dashboard. This is where I first land on, and I have a few different stats. In your case, you will probably not have that when you first sign up. If it's a brand new account, you will not have that. But basically here, I can see my estimated value in Bitcoin. So this is from all of the different coins that I hold in my account on this exchange. It gives me a rough estimate of what that is in Bitcoin. Underneath, I can also see what it makes in US dollar. And then I have a breakdown on the different assets that I'm holding, how much of my portfolio is in these assets. So I can see that 36% is in Bitcoin. I have 27% in Ethereum. Tron is another one that I have quite a bit. And then I have Dash and others. So it's not giving me a complete breakdown of everything, but the main ones, the big ones. And now I can see here what I have in my main account. So basically the way that Kucoin is doing things is it's splitting my account into two, main account and trading account. So when I deposit any assets, any crypto coins, they go into the main account. But if I want to actually trade them, exchange them for whatever else, I need to move them into the trading account. So here I can see what is in my main account, and here I can see what is in my trading account. I have blurred it just because I don't really want to disclose these kind of figures. This is not a video to entice people or to make them see how much money I've got or anything like that. Okay, so the next step is I'm gonna go into my main account, because if this is a new account, if you're just starting, then you would want to deposit some assets, and this is the list of assets where you can deposit or withdraw. And as you can see, there is also a third button called transfer. So this is when I decide to trade them, I will transfer them into my trading account, and then I will start trading them. So you can see here, this is the list of all of the assets. A lot of them are on zero because I do not have any of those. And the case with Tron, for instance, and Bittrex, these are assets that, these are crypto coins that Kucoin is doing soft staking for, meaning that as I'm holding these assets here, I am getting a small interest paid on them daily for the fact that I am holding them, for the fact that I'm staking them. So it's the same process as staking them in your own wallet, but it is being staked here in the exchange. The convenience is that should I decide to trade them, if one of these coins starts pumping tomorrow, then I can immediately start trading it without having to move it from the wallet into this platform. However, I don't advise that you would be holding all of your coins in an exchange. So of course, these are just some of the assets. That's a portion of my holdings. That's not everything, because it is always risky to hold coins in a wallet that does not belong to you. And the exchange wallets, they do not belong to you because you don't hold the private keys. You have an account, you have login details and everything. There is security, but you don't have the private keys. So there is still a small risk that something could go wrong. So this is my main account. Let's say I want to deposit. I will go here and I will grab my wallet address. Of course, this is telling me that there is soft staking allowed on this coin. It's just a warning message. I understand this and I continue. And now this is my wallet address. So I will click here to copy this address and I will go into the other wallet. I will paste it there. I will make the transaction. And once this is done, I will see it in my deposit history, and it will also be in my wallet. And again, it will be in the main account, not yet in the trading account. Of course, when you deposit a coin, it will take some time for the confirmations and everything, so it's not going to be immediate. Some of these could be quite quick, but not all of them. With some coins, you need to wait for quite a few confirmations, so it could take a few minutes, even a few hours. So once I'm done with that, if I choose to trade this coin, let's say I have here Kucoin shares. This is the native token of Kucoin Exchange. This is also one that you should be having because it gives you, it's also paying you dividends and everything. So if I want to trade this, even though it's a small amount, I will add it to the rest of it, which I hold in my trading account. I will go here to transfer. I will select from main account to the trading. This is by default how it is. I'm fine with that. Here I will click just to add the whole amount, or if I don't want the whole amount, then I can manually enter whatever I want to be adding. Let's do that, and I will hit confirm. Okay, so now it's transferred. Let's go into my trading account and see what is the next step. So here again, you can see blurred a lot of my balances, because this is where I'm having the balances that I'm actively trading. This is sensitive data. This is why I'm not going to be disclosing this. Here is the KCS, the coin that I just transferred. And if I want to trade it, I can go straight from here to the trade option and choose what I want to trade it for, whether I want to trade it against Bitcoin or against Ethereum or against US dollar, which is USD Tether, of course, because Kucoin doesn't have the fiat, the actual US dollar currency. It has USD Tether, which is a digital version of the US dollar. And if you want to be trading any currency against USD, you have to use the USD Tether in Kucoin. It's not going to be USD directly. Once you are finished with your trades and you want to take the money back into your bank, then you will have to exchange it for US dollars, not USD Tether, because this is basically a cryptocurrency that is pegged to the dollar, so it is equal with the dollar most of the time, but it is not an actual US dollar, so don't get that twisted. Anyway, so one way is to go straight from here and it will send me to the trading platform, or I can go here and I can go to spot. So you have two different types of trading. You have, as you can see, even the accounts. I have a trading account. I also have a margin account. Margin trading is done with leverage, meaning that you're borrowing money. So that's why they're separated. Spot trading is what I will be showing you and what I'm doing. I'm actually working with the amounts that I actively hold here rather than borrowing money and using margin trading. It's also very risky, so I don't recommend it. So let's go to the spot trading here. And as you can see, the first thing that I'm being asked is to enter my trading password. So this is something that you are setting up when you are opening your account, when you're going through the settings in your account and in your profile. As you are doing your security settings with the 2FA, the two-factor authentication, you are also setting up this trading password. It used to be 4 digits, now it is 6. So make sure that you write this down somewhere, ideally not in your computer so that it cannot be hacked, but somewhere safe. I need to enter that before I can make any trades. And as I enter it, now I'm getting these boxes here. So this is where I'm entering the prices. If I scroll up, we can see this is the graph. This is my chart. This is what I'm analyzing. If I need to be reading the chart, I can have different tools and indicators that I can use. I'm not going to go through this because it can make everything too complicated, but basically you have here a number of indicators. I have explained some of them, and you can find YouTube videos for pretty much all of these different indicators. So you can add them from here, and they will be showing up usually down here. So this is volume right now. I can remove that indicator. I can go and add a different one. Let's say I want to follow the MACDs. And this way I can see whether now it's a good time to buy or sell. And you need to know about these indicators before you can use them. You can also use the different tools in your analysis. Let's say I want to find out what is the trending line at the moment, and I can make this from here. So now I just drew this line because this was the upwards trending line, support line, and we see that we have actually broken down from it. If I extend it, okay, we see that at this point we actually broke down from this line. So right now we are going down on this coin, and this is Bitcoin versus USD Tether. So we're in a slight downward move. So I need to find out whether this is a good time to buy or maybe not yet. And I also have a lot of other tools that I can use, which I'm not going to go through right now. So this is it here. I'm going to go and I'm going to say, let's say I want to sell 0.10 Bitcoin. This, this is not where it goes. It goes here. And this is the price. So I need to choose what price I want to sell it for. I can enter the price manually, or I can scroll here through the different orders and just copy one of these. So right now I'm seeing sell orders and buy orders. But if I want to see more of these, or to see them larger, I can go here to the red one and I can see only the sell orders right now. I can scroll through these. I can find an order that is high enough that I like, and as I click on it, it mirrors it here. Now, of course, I'm not going to be selling 46 Bitcoins, so I need to go here and change that to, let's say, 0.10. But the price is already preset. And now I will hit sell, and that order is going to go and stay there until it gets executed. So as we can see, it is now here the first order on the top for the price of 9,115, and I'm selling 0.1, 0.10 BTC. It's not executed, of course, because it is much higher than the current price. We can see that the current price is 9,070, and you can also see it up here and this way here. Now, if I want to buy and I want to copy a buy order, I will go to the green button, or even if it's by default both of them, I will just scroll down here, but I'm limited to how many orders I can see. This is why I want to click on the green button and scroll down, and let's find a price that is really low, and let's say I expect it to go down to the 913. I click on the price, it goes into both of these boxes, but because I'm looking to buy, I'm now going to work with this one here, and I'm not going to be buying for 46 bitcoins. So again, I'm going to set up the order for 0.10. I can even leave it at 0.1, which is 10, of course, as we know. As I hit buy, I cannot do it right now because I don't actually have any USD Tether in my account. So this is why I'm not allowed to do it. Well, here, let me make this larger. Here I can see what I have, what I can use. So available, I have less than 0.1 USD Tether, so that's 10 cents or even less. So I can't actually execute this order. So of course you have to be having enough money to place this order. Once you place the order, the money that this order is for will be locked into this order. So as you place the order, you will see that you will have less available amount because the rest will be locked into the order until it gets executed. So if you only have 0.10 Bitcoin and you want to buy Ethereum or something, and you want to place two orders, then you will have to place one order for 0.05 and then another order for 0.05, because you cannot place two orders for 0.1 if this is all you have. You might want to place 10 orders, of course, and make it even smaller amounts. That is entirely up to you. Now, the next thing that I want to show you, you see here that you actually have a few different types of orders. So what I just showed you was the limit order. This is the most standard one. The market one is when you are actually buying it at market price. This is not really trading, so I wouldn't really go over it. You don't have a choice of price here. You are buying it at the current price as it is. And we see that it's jumped as I'm speaking. It's actually jumped a little bit, so now it's 9,097 rather than 70 something. So this is not really the best way. If you're going to be using a proper trading platform like Kucoin Exchange, you don't really want to be buying it at market price. You want to be setting your own price. So another thing that you want to do is you can set up a stop limit. It's called stop order, or stop loss is also known as. This is usually for people who trade, especially short term, like day trading or swing trading. You know, when you are buying a coin and it's not a Bitcoin or something that you will be holding for a long time, you might want to protect yourself against decline in the price in the short term. So let's say that I'm going to give you the example with Bitcoin just because I am already on that page, but that's not really something that I'm doing with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, when I buy, I do it for a longer term and I trade it longer term. But you buy it at this price, 9,095, and you hope that it's going to go up, you know, to 9,500, maybe 10,000 or something like that. But it might also go down. Let's say you didn't buy it at a very certain point, so you're not really sure whether the market will actually go up. And at this point, as we are seeing right now, the market just broke down from this support line, so we're not really sure that it's going up yet. It might be in a correction time. So after this little pump, it might be correcting for a while, so it might continue to go down, is what I'm saying. And if I bought it at 9,094, I might want to protect myself against loss. and I'm stopping to trade for today. Let's say I'm going to bed, it's very late in the night, so I can't really be trading anymore, but I just bought some Bitcoin. In order to protect myself from losses, what I will do is I will first look at the chart, do a bit of chart reading to find out what will be the next support. And let's say if this is the support, which right now it is 8,487, well, this is quite low for me. If it's gonna be going down that low, I might actually want to buy it at this price. So if the price is now going down from where I bought it, I might want to sell it, let's say here, not even here. This is what am I looking at? The daily. I'm looking at the daily. By the way, from here you can change the time frame that you're looking at. Let's say I go to the 30 minutes chart, and now I'm going to see a bit more detail here. So if this starts dumping, starts going down, I might want to sell it at around I would say around here, 9,039. I might want to sell it. And why would I do that? Because if it starts going down, it's most likely that it will go to retest this support level. So I might actually want to sell it at 9,040 and buy it again at 9,006 or something around that price, right? So if I want to do that, I will use the stop limit. It's also known as a stop loss, because that's pretty much what it does. It stops you from making a bigger loss. Sometimes coins can drop by 10, 15, 20% in an hour, and Bitcoin can drop by a few $100 in an hour. So if I bought it at 9,090, I might want to sell it at 9,040, at which point I will only lose $50 rather than $200 or $300. So price, this is where I'm setting up the price that I want to sell at, okay? And the stop price, this here, is the price at which this order will get activated. And for the moment, for the time being, this order will not be active. So when I place it, it's not going to go in the order books, nobody will see it, and it's not going to be active until it reaches the price that I instruct it to. So let's say I want, if the price drops to 9,035, I want to sell what I bought at 9,040. So I'm setting it a little bit higher than the actual price at which this order will be activated. So this is why we have two prices here. The stop price is the price at which the order will get activated. The actual price is the price that I am actually selling for. And here I will input the amount. And also what you can see here is these percentages. So this is the percentages of my holdings that I have that I can use. So I can use either all of it, which is 0.1. I can use some of it, 75%. I can use half of it, 0.05, or I can use 25%, which would be 0.025 BTC. Or I can manually enter what I want to be selling. So let's say I want to do that. And the price is going up, so this is fine. So I can now go here, click on sell, and I'm placing a stop limit order. If I go down here, in order to find this order, I have to click here on stop orders, and this is where this order is going to show up. So this order is not yet activated, and it will only get activated at this price, and I will be selling at this price. So this is how the stop order works, the stop loss. It is also done by people who want to hide their orders, especially if they are big volume orders, so they don't move the market. They might want to hide them until their price is being reached, and they put a small difference between the two prices so that it can get activated quickly. Okay, now to cancel it, you just go here and you cancel, and that's it. So this is pretty much it from here. What else I can show you is these are here the different pairs that you can trade. Currently we're seeing that I've selected BTC, so these are all the pairs that are being traded against Bitcoin. I can also, you see that I have stars on some of them. So if I click on the star, I will basically add it to my favorites, and when I hit here that star, I'm now looking only at the coins that are in my favorites list, so that I don't have to go through the whole list of coins of Kucoin Exchange, but only the ones that I'm actually following. They also have different pairs, so besides trading against Bitcoin, you can trade against their own coin, which is KCS, Kucoin shares it's called. There are a few coins that are being traded against Kucoin shares, and the USD with that S sign here, these are basically stable coins, a few of them. They're all pegged to the dollar. This is why they act as a digital version of a US dollar. USD Tether is the one that I mentioned earlier. They also have PAX, True USD, and a few other ones. So this is how it is. And there's also outs, meaning that there are a few altcoins that you can trade directly against other altcoins, Ethereum being the one that is mostly used, but not only Ethereum. So you see here a lot of different pairs that are trading directly against Ethereum. There's a few that are traded against Neo, and a few against Tron as well. So these are also different ways to trade. So you don't always have to trade and go through Bitcoin. If, let's say, you have some Neo and you want to trade it directly for Ethereum, you can do that here. Or let's say you have some OMG coin and you don't want to trade it against Bitcoin, but you want to convert it into Ethereum, because let's say Ethereum is about to start pumping very soon, and you want to actually put your money into Ethereum, you can just go here, and if you've had any OMG coins and you want to get rid of them, you will exchange it directly for Ethereum. Also, as you see, when I click on any of these, it actually opens a new tab here, so that next time I don't actually have to look for the coin here, but they stay open and I can see, like, I can go to Bitcoin right now here against the dollar. And also, if your chart is a little bit weird, you know, you can right click here, hit reset chart, and this is it. With the scroll option of the mouse, you can zoom in and you can zoom out. And as I said, from here you change the time frame. So right now I'm looking at 30-minute candles. That means each of these candles is showing me activity for 30 minutes. If I go to the 1 hour, now I'm looking at 1 hour candles. If I go to the daily, I'm looking at the daily candles. So if I'm trading longer term, I'm going to be looking at the daily and the weekly candles. If I'm trading short term, I'm going to be looking at the 30 or 15 minutes, sometimes even 1 minute candles. If I'm really doing very, very short term, something like instant kind of, you know, day trading, which I very rarely do. Every now and then it happens though. So this is from this interface. These are the basics. This is what you need to know from here. Let's go here to the right. In the right corner you will see your name, or your initials I should say, and very quick stats. So this will be the value of all of your coins in Bitcoin, and if you hit on this icon here, it will show you what it is. Otherwise it will stay hidden, so that if you access it in front of some other people, they can't see what it is. And if you, from here, you can go straight to your overview. So as I click assets, it's sending me back to the main page. This is my overview, and from here I can navigate into the main account or into the trading account. Also, another thing, let me show you the withdrawal. And I'm not really going to be doing a withdrawal, but basically you can go here to the withdraw. From here you can select the coin that you want to withdraw. You will have to have the amount in your main account. So if you've already sent the coin into the trading account and you traded it and it's sitting in the trading account, here you will see 0. let me, maybe Dash is like that. Let's just see. Yeah, so I have Dash, but it is in my trading account. So right now you can see that it's showing me 0, that I don't have any. That is because I first have to go into my trading account. From here I will go to transfer. Now I will transfer from the trading account into the main account whatever Dash I have available, and I don't even have available in the trading account. That is only because the Dash I have is locked in different orders. So if I want to withdraw it, I first have to cancel the orders, then I have to move it from the trading account into the main account. Then I will go to withdraw. I will select the coin. Here I will enter the address where I'm sending it to. Here I will enter the amount. If I want to leave a note for me, or just to know where I sent it, I can do that here, and then I will confirm. And I will have to also use my 2FA again, so that code is very important. And that's it. It's very intuitive, it's very easy, so that's why I'm not really going to walk you through that process. Also, if you want to be buying a Bitcoin for the first time or another coin, there's a selection of cryptocurrencies that you can purchase directly here with your credit card. So if you're just starting your journey in cryptocurrencies, then you can do it here on this website. You don't have to do it in a different website first. So you can go to the buy option, but you will be buying at the market price. So you just do that the first time you're buying. Let's say you want to buy 1 Bitcoin, or you want to buy 0.01 Bitcoin. That's not exactly how it works. So yeah, 0.01. I'm not sure whether they have a I think the minimum is $50, so this qualifies. So if I can enter here USD 50. I have a fee to pay, which is only $10. It is not a percentage, which is good. And it's showing me how much Bitcoin I will get for this $50. I will hit buy now, and then I will have to enter my credit card details and everything like that. So this is what I'm doing. Oh, and also before that, you will have to go into the deposit page. You will select the coin and generate your address. So let's go to deposit, select Bitcoin, and now it's generating the address. So this is now the first time that I'm depositing Bitcoin, I guess, since they changed the website. I'm doing this tutorial because they have a new website. This is why. So I'm generating this address for the first time. And this is what you will have to do. Once you generate the address, you can go to the buy option. And I guess right now it's going to allow me to do that. And there we go. So this is the page where I have to enter my card details, confirm everything, billing address, of course, just a standard purchase with a credit card. You know how it goes. And it's gonna go straight into my account. So this is it. Alright, well, there you have it. This was my easy step-by-step tutorial on how to get started with Kucoin Exchange. Now, you will find the link for Kucoin Exchange in the description box, so you can grab it from there, you can sign up and give it a go. Also, you will find some other links in the description box, links to other exchanges and trading platforms that I'm using, also hardware wallets. I'm using actually a few hardware wallets, but by far my favorite one is Ledger Nano X, and it's very important if you're going to be holding cryptocurrencies for longer than a few weeks. You shouldn't really be holding them in an exchange. Exchange is great for buying or trading them, maybe hold them for a few days or for a few weeks even. But if you're going to hold them for longer than that, then you definitely have to have them in a wallet where you own the private keys, and you don't own the private keys of any of the wallets in an exchange. This is why it's important to have a hardware wallet. This is the safest way to hold your cryptocurrencies, and I've used all of them. I've used Trezor and KeepKey and Ledger Nano S and Ledger Nano X. By far my favorite one is Ledger Nano X. So right here you will see a pop-up, or if you're watching this on a different platform and not YouTube, then you will find the link in the description box. You can check out my tutorial on the Ledger Nano X and why I actually like it and I use it more than any of the other wallets. One of the reasons, in fact, is because it has Bluetooth connectivity, so I can connect it to the application on my mobile phone and I can use it on the go wherever I am. This is not something that you can do with KeepKey, and you can't even do it with Trezor. I think Trezor is actually coming up with an app for that as well, but currently Ledger Nano X is the one that you can use on the go with your mobile phone. It's even easier than using it with your computer because you don't have to connect it with any cables or anything like that. So check it out and make sure that you're storing your crypto safe. Well, this is everything for this video, guys. Thanks for watching until the end, and if you liked it, give me the thumbs up. Also leave a comment, or just share it with someone else, a friend, someone that can benefit from watching this video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I post a new video and you don't miss any of my valuable crypto content. I'm posting regularly here on this channel and it's all for free. So that's it from me. I'm gonna see you in the next one.